Welcome back to part 3 of the 5 troy ounce gold bar refining. And I think what we're going to do, this should be high purity gold in here. And so now what we'll do is I'm just going to move this off to the side carefully. And what we'll do is pour off this waste solution just into a temporary container. This should be very easy to process since we used the gas. I think what we'll do is just maybe do a quick water boil on this. Look at that thing, man. It's really bizarre looking. Pour off some more of this liquid. Let's set it up here on the heat. Boil it gently. It's been in here boiling for a few minutes. I think what we'll do is get down in here. I gotta have a glove on because this is red hot from the boiling water. Let's stir this up and try to break up some of these clumps. I mean, we used gas in here, so we shouldn't have any adulterants, any excess chemicals or anything. So the gold right there should be high purity, just like it is. Let's go ahead and pour this water boil off. There it is down in the beaker. What we'll do is just set this down now. Just wanted to show this. Had another mishap. I had this on low heat drying. Evidently I had too much water in there. It spattered gold up on the wall of my fume hood. There's some down here on the cardboard. A few pieces over here in this melt dish. There's even some down here on the ground. It just ejected the gold out of that melt dish or that drying dish. This is what happens. I just went in just for a second. And when I came back out, the gold had ejected out of the melt dish. Like the old saying goes, there's no use crying over spilt milk. In this case, it's spilt gold. The best way to recover from this is to don't panic and like, oh my goodness, my gold is spattered everywhere. I gotta get it back right now. It's best not to panic. Just leave it set until it dries. This little bit down here is dried. And then I take a little card like this and just sweep it gently up onto the card and then put it in a container. But if you try to immediately go get it when it's still wet like that, what it'll do is it'll just smear all over the place. So best thing to do is just let it dry. This has happened to me before. And once it dries, I'll go around and sweep everything up. I'll get most of it back. The lesson learned here is to get as much of the water out of there as possible before we go to dry, and to go slow. Use low heat. Let's pull this off the heat and let it cool down a little bit. Let's go ahead and transfer some of the gold into this melt dish. We'll take our gold over to the melt table, melt this up an ingot. smashed it in there at the last. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good Lord, look at that beautiful pure gold bar. So we can get it over here in our still kind of wet, or still kind of hot rather. Here's our nice bar of pure gold that we just melted up. Let's see, we were expecting 148.9 grams from this lot. Let's see what the actual yield is here. We've got 140 even, 139.9, and that's 4.5 troy ounces. The gold bar came out looking spectacular. And then if you look here, let's zero this out. I've got the gold that I swept up that was ejected from the drying dish. Let's see what we got here. We just have to throw this in some aqua regia and refine it. It's just 1.2 grams. So it wasn't all that much that got ejected. I probably didn't get it all, but I recovered 1.2 grams. So our total recovery on this, our total yield was 141.2 grams. I'm very pleased with the way this thing came out. Got a beautiful finish to it. Alright, that'll conclude the video. Part 3 of the 5 troy ounce pure gold bar refine. Thanks for watching.